What is behind this trouble? What is the hidden cause? Oracle, corruption, creating success from the source. Fruitful to cross the great river. Before the seed day, 3 days. After the seed day, 3 days. In ancient China, ancestors angered by neglect would send sickness and misfortune. This is corruption, something dark like a curse, lurking under the surface of life and manifesting as patterns of negative experience. We don't have to believe in angry ancestors to be haunted by corruption, whether we inherit its darkness from our past, our culture, or through our parents. When you receive hexagram 18, it is time to examine those old patterns at last, to seek out their source and give it due honor and attention. When you understand where your experience comes from, you can restore the creative flow and make a genuinely new beginning. You will need to commit yourself to the journey and take the risk of crossing the great river into unknown territory. And you will need to pay careful attention to the process. Before seed day, which marks the beginning of a new cycle of time, you'll need to identify the source of the corruption and prepare for change. Afterwards, you need to pay attention to the needs of the new growth. Each of these phases has only a modest duration. You're invited to attend and examine, but not to dwell on this change for a lifetime. Image. Below the mountain is the wind. Corruption. A noble one rouses the people to nurture character. The mountain traps and limits the movement of the wind, making for stale, unhealthy air. An invisible corruption, poisoning from within. But a noble one transforms this picture. He stirs people up like the wind and nurtures their character like a sheltering mountain. This can work among people or within an individual. Inner movement and awakening transform limitation into a protective covering for growth. Sequence. Corruption follows from hexagram 17, following. Following people with joy means there are things to be done, and so corruption follows. Corruption means things to be done. Following is simply guided from moment to moment by the invisible currents beneath the surface of events. Eventually, the flow carries you to a place where there are things to be done, and it's time to interrogate the hidden causes and bring them into the light of day.